Alright guys, so it has definitely been a few days. A lot of stuff is going on. But right now one of the things that we are doing is, so we got this 15 Ford Taurus. Now I got it at the auction. So it's basically crashed in the back. Pretty hard. It's still salvageable. I mean, this is like, you can fix this. There's a little king here, we're pulling it. The subframe is fine, everything is fine, but over here, kind of, that's where the hit kind of happened. Still drives straight. Nothing happened to the wheel. So the subframe is in place, everything is fine. It's just the quarter panel, right? So all this could be straightened out, fixed, but then by the time I do that, by the time the money that I got invested in it, it's just not going to be worthwhile fixing it. Now this one is the SEL all-wheel drive, okay? But the reason why I got it has brand new tires, by the way. Interior is just like brand new. It's a shame. It's in pretty good conditions, but the airbag's deployed, obviously. The front clip is in great condition, so I might fix another car with that. But the reason why I got it is because I do have a 14 limited edition, or platinum edition, I think it is, and it's a front wheel drive, but the engine, the customer, he overheated it. Blew a head gasket, so it still runs, but the head has to come out, and it's just too much work, and not worth it at the end. It was sitting for a little while, so the plan here is, we got this one. We are going to be swapping the engine over from this motor, from this Taurus, over to the other one. Okay, so I kind of started already disassembling a little bit. Took the battery tray, the intake box, obviously a battery. It has a 4 battery. That's crazy. And this one has good brakes. It has a lot of good parts. Okay, so I could definitely fix other ones. And I have a client that is gonna buy some of the parts of this thing already. So the plan here is, I gotta drop that engine, that transmission. I already took the muffler off. Muffler, dry shaft, and this. So now the plan is that I'm not trying to cut away. I'm trying to salvage as much as I can. That way it'll be easier to just get it and install it on the other one instead of having to, do a lot more stuff. So not sure if this harness, it will be the same as the other one, since this has a 4-wheel drive, but I think it's still the same transmission and everything, but maybe the harness changes a little bit. So I'll figure that once I start taking the other one apart. But for now, crazy. AC works just fine. No oil leaks. It's insane. So whoever had it did a heck of a job doing maintenance on it. Now, that being said, battery tray. It has 3 bolts, apart from taking the battery, obviously. It has actually 4. It has a nut here, a bolt, and another bolt there. This is the top of the battery, positive post. It has a cable that goes here, which is this one. It has a 10 mil on it. Take that off. Some clips around the box, negative. And then you come here. This is a main harness connection. Take that off. And dang it. You take that off. That's a ground. Okay, so that harness out of the way. And then you start taking things on the outside. So we took this water line off. This is a breather. No, I just took the clamps off here, so I'm going to be taking these hoses completely off, just for the same simplicity of easier to just drop after I get the cradle off. I gotta take the shifter cable off and start taking some of the hoses out. That way it's just easier to drop. I still gotta do the AC and all that, so it's early, but the plan is that we can take the cross member at the bottom out, and I'm gonna take it with the struts complete, just complete drop. I already unhooked the calipers, the wheel speed sensor. I don't know why I pinched the lines. I guess I don't want to mess right now, but I'm gonna drop shocks and everything down, get the cross member out of the way, and then this essentially should stay up in the air with the motor mounts. It has a motor mount here, transmission mount here, so at the time of taking this thing out, once I put it on the table, all I have to do is just unhook here the bolt. That transmission should go down, and then here it has three nuts right here on top, and essentially that will make the engine fall off. But again, that will be sitting on the table. Once I have it on the table, I'll put a cherry picker on it and I'll move it around and put it aside so we can put the cross member back on, get the wheels back on, and push this thing out of the way. That way I can get the other car in and get it going real quick. So anyways, just a little bit of update on that. I still have to update you guys on the other side of the shop. And I got to do a video of a toy, somewhat of a toy that I just got. It's kind of rare, but I got to do a video on that, which is coming. Other than that, I'll try to do little clips here and there of this swap and point out some stuff if I can. But yeah, let's keep going. Alright guys, so now we're on the bottom. That's I already took the thing here. We took the wheel speed sensor off of here. The next thing that I'm working on, I already took the drive shaft, not the drive shaft, I'm sorry, the joint out of the steering. It's a 10mm bolt. Make sure that when you take it off, you put the wheels straight back on. That way you don't mess up the clutch spring, because this is the clutch spring on the steering rack. Now this is the electric steering rack, so it has this little shield cover here with a 10mm bolt there. Take that off. Has another bolt here for the ground, another 10mm. Let's take that off, and then you have the I gotta play with that. So you have the two plugs, okay, for the power on it, and then you're gonna have to, this whole wiring cable thing, it has to be pulled and jump over. That way when this whole frame starts coming down, which I should be able to loosen it all up, drop the car, and then just remove the strut and everything should stay on the floor. That's the idea anyways. So that way all these wirings are not getting messed up and I'm not breaking anything. But pretty much everything, we took the motor mount that goes here, okay, and this is the traffic case, as you can see, transmission, traffic case, motor. So took the exhaust off, that mount. So pretty much everything. The only other thing that I have to loosen up, it will be the transmission feet lines here, which, oh shoot, I'm getting water on my face. Which not sure if I'll just take it off the radiator. I'm pretty sure I'll do that, just because the frame is going to be out anyway, so I'll probably do that. Take the frame off, take the lines off from top, but this thing will be just, you know, on the floor. I'll be able to drag it out of the way and then play on the engine. But straightforward. Alright, so let me keep on going at it. I gotta mess with those wires from the steering rack. and keep on going. Alright. Alright guys, so this is kind of like what it's looking like. Everything is down. Now what I gotta do is the axles. I'm gonna have to take this axles off after I put a table on the bottom, or just put it on the floor and take this axles off. But the springs are holding everything together. So let's see if I can just take them axles out, and should be straightforward. We'll see, but at least everything is holding on itself. I can just put the table under it, so it will hold the weight, take the axles off, and then just keep on dropping. But it's coming along. Alright, keep it closer. Alright guys, so that cradle is out. Everything is on there. Still left the axles on. So everything is just basically free. The only thing holding it right now is the transmission mount and the motor mount on this corner. So yeah. Let's see, what is this? It looks like they might have done the water pump on this thing. Doesn't look, yeah, that looks like silicone. So maybe they have done the water pump on it already. Which, that's a good thing. I don't see any trace mark of water leaking. Usually it looks like right behind the alternator there. That little hole there is to leak out the water. I don't know, maybe it's still original, but I doubt. I'm pretty sure they're already taking care of it. But, so yeah, so now all I gotta do is these two lines, which if it's not complicated, I'll take them here from the bottom. I'm pretty sure there's a fast quick connect there or something like that. I'll take it from the bottom. But that disconnect the AC compressor lines, which I'll probably do that from top. And see the AC compressor lines here. I'll probably do that on top. Other than that, I should be able to get my table under. And I only have one more hose. This heater hose that goes to the firewall. I gotta take that one off. But other than that, pretty much everything else is already off. So I would say it's pretty straightforward to get it out. The crazy part is taking this thing out, and then you just move this out of the way. And then when you're gonna put it back on again, you do it backwards. So when I'm gonna put this back on, I'm gonna line up the struts, put my struts on the holes, tighten it up, okay, then lift it up, and then put my jack, my transmission jack on the bottom, and line up the holes so I can put the subframe back on. But you know, at least it's easier, you know, get it out like that. But yeah, this engine should be out tomorrow. In less than an hour, should be out on the table. Hoist down. I'm probably gonna take the transmission bolts out here, and any bolts that has to be from the bottom here, because once I put it on the table, I won't be able to get access to a lot of this stuff. So probably do that. But yeah, pretty much it's out. Very close. Alright guys, so it's already midnight and I'm still working on this thing, so I'm gonna call it a day. I'll keep you guys posted tomorrow, see how that goes. But pretty much it's almost done. Like always, thank you for giving me the time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.